Oh, is it stream time?
It is indeed Devstream time. I'm going to quickly post on
Ooh.
Twitter saying we're live. Okay. So, to the hundreds of thousands of people that are currently viewing the stream, hello, welcome.
Good to
Yeah.
good to meet all 10,000 of you.
Yeah, or however many of you there. So, as ever, quick little introduction at the start. So, I'm Izod, one of the programmers.
And I'm Ben. I'm one of the other programmers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone else seems to be busy today, I think, so it's just us two today, I believe. But anyway, the main focus of this stream is going to be on the multiplayer. So,
Yeah.
Woo! It's still nowhere near complete, not even remotely.
But
We were testing it earlier.
You can sort of play with more than one person.
Yes. Technically, you can do it with 4. I had it
Really?
running on like 4 different screens.
Okay, you have 4 people.
Yeah.
Well, we can try that if you want. I can just host 2. You can host 2.
Yeah. Well, your computer usually only manages 1, so just.
Well, this computer should be able to do 2. Hopefully.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff I want to get fixed up before we do that, but
that's fine.
So at the moment, you're kind of limited to moving around, jumping, attacking. There's no enemies. Lockers don't work properly, but doors do work. Quite happy I got the doors working.
When we were testing it this morning, lockers
Well,
sort of work.
they open. They just don't. Well, they only replenish the host's health and
health and
energy.
Replenish your health.
Exactly. So
I feel like we should like redo those lockers. Well, not redo them, but like actually start putting drops in those lockers.
well, technically they do have drops, right? They do refill your health and ammo as you as you do past them.
I suppose. Yeah, sure. What's this?
I have. Hang on, how am I gonna do this?
I see black.
So, yes, it's because I just closed down its Devstream time window. So,
I see.
Gotta try and get Lost Sector to launch on the other window now. Is that music playing or?
Nope.
Yeah,
Just
it
me.
is playing. Hang on.
Oh,
So-
wait, you have music playing?
I may have done.
Oh,
Hang
yeah,
on.
I hear it.
I'm trying to get it to appear. I'll actually mute that music, otherwise it'll start getting annoying.
Yep. Yeah, that's why when I was developing, I kind of just turned off the music on the levels, just because.
We really need to get some options going.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay, that sort of worked, signed up. I think I just need to scale this down. Do you know if
I see
there's-
something. It's a little cropped, but
did you know if there's a way that you can scale it somehow, or oh here we go, position / size fit to screen.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Because it's like I've got 2 monitors now, and one's 2K and one's 1080p, and it's weird.
And hello there, Troll Check.
Ooh.
Troll Check says hi. And I say
Hello
hello
to you too. Yes.
Go.
Okay.
There you go.
So let me just get. So start up the matchmaking server, and let's give this a go. So, do you want to start up the multiplayer first?
Sure. Are we using the same build that we tried this morning?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get that.
So
I don't have Dropbox set up on this computer, but I can just download the jar, right?
yeah, from Dropbox should be fine. Yeah. So at the moment, the multiplayer requires you to forward your ports, which obviously is not optimal. Try and get UPnP, Universal Plug and Play, working. No idea if I'll actually get that working or not, but it's something to try.
Alright.
There's also something
So
called a NAT punch through. NAT is like it is the worst thing to happen to the internet. Well, it's kind of required because of IPv4, but
yeah.
IPv6 renders it obsolete. But at the moment, it is an absolute pain.
Alright. So do we want to try this?
Yep. You hit multiplayer, and then when I see you, I'm looking at the server logs. So
Oh, I see.
when I see you join, I'll join.
I clicked on multiplayer, I think. Wait, did I?
Yeah, there's usually a little delay. Because I think this one has
Okay.
UPnP enabled, but it just doesn't work. So it goes
Ah,
through the
I
whole
see.
process of setting up UPnP.
Does that work?
So like I think it kind of freezes on the main screen whilst it sets it up,
Yes.
and then
That's exactly what it looks like. I guess I mean, I didn't really try it on this computer, so.
yeah, it's a lot faster the second time, but
Okay.
it's fine. We'll get it going.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can just play it by yourself on 2 different screens.
Ooh. Or if anybody in chat wants
Oh,
to
that's true.
forward some ports, technically you guys can play it.
Yeah, you can go play with Ezard.
So if you're happy to forward ports or whatever, post in chat, and then I will tell you which ports need to be forwarded. And now we wait 10 seconds for a response.
You see anything there, or?
Nothing yet.
No, okay, let me just see, close window.
Just try restarting the game.
Yeah. See, where did this download? Downloads.
Just as a general heads up for people, this is probably going to be a relatively short stream, just because we don't have a mountain of concept art to show off like we usually do.
Java jar. Okay, yeah, looking for gateway devices.
Yeah, that's it, setting up the UPnP thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long the timeouts are.
Okay, so what am I getting here? Yeah, I'm getting a few exceptions. But it's probably because I haven't forwarded the ports, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, because you're on your
this
work
network.
computers.
Yeah, so. But it says searching for a game now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Okay, try rebooting the game now.
Okay.
Okay, that worked. Hang on. Did you just click multiplayer?
No. Well, it says searching.
Okay, that's good. You appear to have appeared.
Okay, so I didn't do anything, but. Alright.
Okay, let's see.
And then if you click multiplayer.
Whether or not it lets you connect.
Let's see.
I don't think it's going to, because mine's kind of stalled.
Ah, I see. Yours is searching as well.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't think this is.
Oh, hang on. Okay. Both restart.
Want me to restart mine?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably have tested on this computer.
Yeah, I kind of got here a little late, but.
It's fine.
Okay, click multiplayer again.
Yep. Did you click it?
Yep, I did. Still getting the same thing. A few exceptions, but it does say searching for game.
Yeah, it might just be because you don't have the full.
That's
Pulse
probably what
forward.
it is. I guess I did. I kind of forgot about that part.
In which case, I shall.
Test it by yourself.
Yep.
You just play with yourself again, Ezard.
Yep. So let's get some stuff open. Oh, and some other stuff I was working on. Now that I have two screens, I had to put in some stuff that basically lets you choose whether you want it on screen 1 or screen 2.
Yes.
So that's there hidden in the code, but when we get an options menu eventually,
Okay.
that will be visible.
Sounds good. Yeah, this isn't working, so.
Okay.
In any case, like it's I'm actually pretty impressed with what you got working so far
Thank you.
when we were playing this morning. Because it actually works. You know,
It
you can
does
just like
actually work, yes.
run through the level together with a friend, as long as they forward the reports.
Yep.
But this was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure like when we were playing it this morning, I was just smiling the whole time. I was like, yes,
It's alive.
it is. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah, there's just half the game missing, that's all.
Yeah, man. Enemies. I guess we found out that powers don't work either.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, they kind of crashed the game. And like, what else? I guess yeah, it's mostly just enemies. I guess like once you get enemies working, I feel like it would actually be playable.
Mm-hmm. I need to. See if I can get this to actually do the window capture.
Should work. There's just be
Should.
an option.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
So
I see
that
it on
is, I
screen.
don't know which one that is, but that's one of them.
Can you make it so you control both at the same time?
Well, I kind of have to keep switching between the windows, but
Yeah, there you go. You got one frost there, and then you got the other.
so
And then can you move the other one?
I do move them both eventually.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. So, if I was actually playing, you'd probably see them both moving at the same time.
Yep.
But I mean, that's actually it works pretty well, I think.
Yeah, there's probably some optimizations I can do and stuff, but
I mean, it works as what you would expect for the most part, other than powers, I guess, right? So,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, technically they work. They just crash your game.
yeah, that's true. You just kind of crash your game if you try to use powers. You get Frost there running through the level. But
See
yeah,
if I can go find
so-
them with the other one.
Yep. And then yeah, when we were playing this, it'd be kind of cool though. We had like I don't know. I was thinking you have like speed courses. First one to the end wins, or
Yeah, we
something
did.
like that.
Which are probably, I don't know. We both move at the same speed, so.
Yeah, but I mean, it would basically be whoever messes up the jumps least, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, or put like enemies in the way. I'm actually really surprised that Warframe doesn't really have anything like that yet, like a race mode. That's something I would expect that they would have. Yeah, oh there you go, there's other frost. Nice.
Hang on. Okay, so the one that, can you see this one moving around? Is that the main focus one or no?
Yes. Wait. Well, the one that I'm looking at right now is the main.
Moving left and right.
Well, I'm a bit behind, so.
Okay. I don't know which one of my screens it's capturing.
Oh, the one right now that's moving on my screen is not the main focus.
Okay, so it should be the one you see moving in a second.
Yep. And then there you go. Yeah, that one.
But yeah, there's some stuff I need to do, like interpolate the movement so that at the moment it just sort of
He just does
one game
everything.
tells the other one this is where my character is, so the game just
Okay.
kind of teleports them to that position.
Yeah, so it just uses direct positioning, right?
Yeah, exactly. Need to sort
Like
of
X, Y, X, Y. There you go.
yeah,
Move the player there, or draw the player there. I
it
guess.
should sort of smooth
Yeah.
the movement from one to the next.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you get that down to it's a lot less data that you need to transfer, right?
I mean, it transfers minuscule amounts of data as it is.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
have a look at how
Yeah.
much it's actually sending.
It's really not that much, but I mean,
Well, it'll
mostly
be
just-
nothing, yeah.
Yeah, but just like when you get an interpolation, that you can potentially start sending less if you really wanted to. But I guess interpolation is mostly for like what disruptions in network, right? I guess so. So if somebody like you stop getting packets for like half a second, the person isn't just frozen there.
Yeah.
They still like do their movement or something like that.
So it's about
never- I've
2
never-
kilobytes a second, is what it looks
2
like.
kilobytes a second, crazy.
I know, right?
Well, to be fair, in the days where the internet was slow,
But maybe also 31 kilobytes. I'm not sure. There's a whole bunch. I'm looking in Windows Resource Monitor here, and there's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of stuff. But either way, if your internet should easily be able to support 30 kilobytes a second.
yeah, hopefully.
Like even the
If it
slowest
doesn't,
of the slow
then
internet in the modern world.
Probably shouldn't even be able to watch the stream at all.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or it's going to take you like a week to download the game itself,
that
and
too.
you probably
And
yeah.
the
Basically,
game is
it,
like 10 megabytes right now. It's crazy.
I know,
10
right?
megabytes.
I'm not even sure how we got that big, but I looked at the audio and that's only like 4 megabytes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, maybe we just have a bunch of extra assets, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But we do have a lot of assets in there that we're not even using right now.
Oh yeah, we need to clean
Except
that
with
up
all
at
the
some point.
Grenier stuff that we don't really have. Okay. Cool. Anything else that you want to show? I mean, that was basically it. I mean,
That was kind of it, yeah.
it's too super exciting. Oh, do you want to show the enemies working in the procedural maps as well?
Are they actually in these procedural maps?
Not in this one, but if you have the latest master, I feel like they should be. You should just be able to switch to the other tiles, the test
Okay.
tile set.
Also, I looked the maps take up like 7 megabytes.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Maps being really big.
Okay, so if we
Because right now I'm using like the non-compressed version of the TMX maps.
Mhm.
If I was using the compressed versions, it would be a lot smaller. So I mean that's the reason why. Which I mean I probably should be using the compressed version. But why did I not do that? Oh, because it's just parsing it. You had to like uncompress all the stuff first, which I didn't know how to do at the time. So I was like, it's just easier just to read an XML file, right? So I just did that.
okay, so there should be enemies in here, right?
Well, let's see. If you click procedural, which tile set shows up?
It's definitely the test one.
Okay, so if it's a test one, if all the stuff that was in my branch was integrated in, then
I think it
okay.
was.
Yeah, I don't think this one
I
has.
don't think there's any enemies.
No. Maybe you probably don't have to play the latest in on my
Maybe.
branch.
Let me quickly switch then. Actually, that's going to be awkward. I've got a whole bunch of uncommitted changes.
Oh. Let's see. No, you're a master, right?
I'm on master, yep.
Yeah.
Look at all this fantastic netcode.
Ooh, nice. I haven't
I'm
even
going to
looked-
hide it all.
I haven't looked at any of that yet.
I have
so-
no idea if it's the best way of doing stuff, but
Hey, if it works.
it works, it works.
Look at all that code.
Is there anything interesting we can show while I'm here in the editor?
Sure.
No, I'm asking, is there anything interesting?
Oh, in the editor? Not really. I mean, that depends on how interested people are in code and stuff. But you can also just check the TMX maps to see if you have the right versions.
I can do. Which one am I looking at? Test.tmx or... Oh wait, no, it's in procedural, right?
Yeah, procedural, and then it's all basically
Corpus
all the
test or corpus?
main corpus test.
So if I look in main, and then what?
Yeah, and then any of them. I'm pretty sure I put like at least one enemy in each main segment. I guess you're opening it. You don't have. Do you have tiled in there, or is it just opening it as a TMX file?
I was
It
just
should be
opened
like,
it as a text file, but
yeah,
yeah.
at the
So
bottom.
there are enemies
There are at the
theoretically.
bottom. Oh, okay. Oh, you might not have the code then.
No,
That'd
I
be
think
if you
I
like.
did have that.
Oh, did you?
Let's have a look.
Well, if you look
It's
at
in Map Manager, right? Under
yeah, Map
instantiate
Manager.
enemies.
Yes. Yeah, it should be in there. Enemies per recruitment. Okay, yeah. Should work. Unless we did something wrong.
I don't know.
It works on mine. And at this post, okay. The recruitment, pro recruitment. I mean, could it be like that? Some of that net stuff that you're doing?
It could be. I just haven't finished it yet.
Yeah. Like, did
Let's
you
have a
actually
look.
explicitly turn off enemies, or?
No, I just hid them behind this prefab manager thing.
Okay. Well, because I noticed like in the when you go into multiplayer, right? They don't load either. So like, what did you do to make them not load?
Make what not load? Enemies.
Enemies. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because like in the Explorer.tmx is the one that you're using right now for the multiplayer map, right?
Yes.
That should have enemies in it.
It should, yes.
But you're probably doing something.
Oh,
where,
but it doesn't,
like,
does it?
Yeah. So something, maybe it's something within that code that is just forcing all enemies to not spawn.
Well, let's have a quick look.
Hey, look, it's a real game development stream. We're freaking on problems.
We actually don't develop it yet. Let's see if it actually does.
Pro recruitment. You can also just put a breakpoint in, right?
I could. So
oh, but
yes.
then how does OBS handle like switching screens?
Oh wait. Oh, there's the problem. So when it spawns the enemies, for some reason it's spawning them at the top of the screen or something.
Oh, okay.
Which means they all kind of like land on top of the map.
Did you have? Because I did. They used to do that, or something like that, but then I made some changes, like positioning and stuff. It was, I forget what the problem was. Do vector pause.
Wait, now they just haven't appeared. I feel like, oh, there they are. Yeah, they're all on top of the map.
Oh, they're on top?
The
so
Y position is
falling down?
0 for some reason, yeah.
Yeah, because I know that I had that problem for a bit, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it. Well, I did fix it. You might not just have the total like this, maybe. Let's see, lost sector. If I go to my branch. Doubles. Whoa. Map manager. Let's see. Oh wait, are you on master or the Benji branch?
I'm on master.
Okay. Am I looking at master? Or
I have no idea.
Did you merge master into Benji?
I may have done, yeah. I think I
Okay.
merged Benji
Yeah,
to master then
I'm
back.
looking at my branch right now, but I have like your net code in here as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, you were like 3 commits ahead and 51 commits behind or something. So.
Yep. Well, I mean, I just didn't pull anything from master for a while. It was really just like my own stuff that I was working on.
Hang on. I don't think people can see because OBS doesn't like doing this switching.
Yeah, OBS is interesting because I did a stream recently, and yeah, it took a while to get things working just because I had no idea what to do.
There we go. So as you'll see in a second, all of the enemies are kind of on the top of the map.
Oh, nice. So I guess they probably got like the X position right, maybe. Actually, I don't know.
There's a lot of enemies for one for one place.
Well, I guess because it's mostly just like one enemy in each segment. That's sort of how
This is like
just
8 in
randomly put
1
them
though.
in.
Can you imagine trying to kill
Did
this?
they walk towards you maybe, or
No,
maybe
they can't path to you. Just obviously it's kind
then
of
in
a
that case they probably just spawned there,
solid wall.
right? Spawned in that X.
Well, they spawned at the top and then just dropped, I believe.
Yeah. So
But
I
they're
guess
actually
it's probably
all
the
at the
scaling.
start.
It's the scaling is probably off actually. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
It's probably not applying
The 6.2
the
times
scale. Yeah,
multiplier.
it probably just needs an extra times 16.
Just
Yeah.
multiply it by some arbitrary number and everything will be fine.
You should try that actually. Just try it. Try it. If you just multiply the positions by 16, the XY over there, will it work?
What do I do?
Yeah, just spot it. Yeah, just right there. Just like pause x dot x equals x times
Well,
16.
I can just
Or
put it into
round scale, yeah,
the
use round
initial
scale.
one.
But I thought I did do that, yeah,
Map.stale
I
is in there.
So wait, I have.
But
Wait, what's the map? Yeah.
map.stales for the map stales for the
Oh,
resolution
multiplied by
statement.
tile size
Oh
instead
dear.
of times 16. Oh, it's the same thing though, but
But it's
okay.
better convention or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I have a constant on top,
Yeah.
just tile
Mhm.
size, but yeah.
Okay, let's add this back in.
I feel like there's something. I don't know. We'll see if this is right. I mean, logically, it might work.
Just waiting for all the enemies to drop down.
Yep.
And now looking at the logs,
Nah.
it's now creating them at like somewhere off in the distance.
Ah, okay. So that was not right.
I wonder what it is then.
Well, I'll have to look at what, because it was working at some point. So I'll have to go back and look
Mm-hmm.
what's different from then and now. I guess you could do it like a diff. It could also be like when it's sending it in, the vector to offset. That could also be being sent in incorrectly.
No, I'm looking here and theoretically it's creating them in the right place, but then they're not getting actually placed in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably some of this network stuff strewn around
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, whatever. Well, take my word, it was working.
At some point.
At some point, yeah. Well, sure, if I just do a diff, I could probably see.
Oh, there is some way to
Yeah.
debug it.
On GitHub, on the web, can you view diff? There's a way, right?
Yeah. Per commit diff, yeah. And nobody else in the stream has any idea what we're currently talking about.
But it's a
This
game
is us.
development stream. It's
Technically.
relevant.
Just need the prerequisite knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, merge. Oh yeah, you did. You merged master into Benji. That makes sense. So if I
But yes, there are several things that we need to fix before we actually ship multiplayer.
yeah, a few. Just a few small numbers.
Well, to be honest, I think the biggest challenge we'll have is getting enough concurrent players.
Oh yeah, well that's why I was thinking instead of having like auto matchmaking, it would just be kind of like a serverless matchmaking, right? You connect to the server, and then you choose like which game you want to join.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, if you do it as auto matchmaking, you don't actually have to choose. It'll just put you into the first empty
I'm
one.
just thinking, yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like if I want to play with my friend, right?
Oh right, yeah.
Something like that. Right?
Yeah,
You
well,
have-
we'll get to that in the future. Just gotta make it actually work
yeah,
first.
I know. Just make it work for now. It
But,
does work right now. It just not all features are supported while
Not even close.
playing open
But
network.
like it doesn't even support a sort of connections. Like you can't connect to a game in progress.
Oh yes, I don't think that's actually that big of a deal. That's why I also thought a serverless would be good too, because you just be like join and then just like ready up, kind of like older games, right?
I mean, I guess eventually, well, when I figure out a nice way of doing this, code-wise, it'll be supported. But That's
But even
kind
then,
of the
like,
problem because I'm writing basically everything from scratch, just sort
yeah,
of
it's
to
just
work
thinking
out how it
around.
all actually works.
Yeah,
I
one
go through
step
like
at a time.
five or six iterations as I'm like,
Mhm.
nope, that was a stupid way of organizing everything. Start again.
Yep. I mean, it's just like Lost Sector, right? How many times have we remade this entire game?
I
And like
think we're on
math,
iteration 3, aren't we?
3 or maybe 4.
Oh, we
I
had the
mean,
original one.
if you yeah, if you count the original one,
Oh,
the
so
one with
if you have
7.
the original one, like the very first one,
Mm-hmm.
that's one.
Then
And then we started,
one
and then it got put into sort of libgdx.
libgdx sort of. That was a version,
That was
and then there
sort
was
of.
you at the same time you developed the first version of Android, so that was 3 already. And then we had
We tried Unity.
Unity for a bit.
Then we went back to version 3. This is still essentially
It's not though because it's not libgdx anymore or
no,
Android.
but this is
the same stuff.
derived from the Android one, yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe. I would still count it as a different version because of this desktop support.
That's true, but that's just a added feature,
I suppose.
sort of. If anyone has any questions in chat, feel free to ask them. We are, as you can tell, we're quickly running out of stuff to talk about when we don't have a nice chunk of art.
Today. That's crazy.
Yeah, all our artists
all of
are
our
busy.
Other streams that we've done, it's just like half of it's just art, and then there's like 10 minutes of us talking about the actual game.
Yeah.
Or showing the actual game. Ancient enemies. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. So I see the difference here. So you did map scale times tile size. No, that should be the same though. That should be the same.
Yep. Well, I'm looking at the logs and it's creating them in theoretically the correct place.
Oh, here. Wait a second.
Oh, hang on. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's the X was correct, but the Y wasn't.
Not you. Okay, so well, I'm just looking at the doing the diff on your version versus mine. You're missing a few things.
I may have removed some stuff that I considered obsolete
Yeah,
that may not have actually been obsolete.
So here, I'm just gonna paste this. Should I just paste this into chat? Can you get this from chat, or should I just put it on Slack?
Or TeamSpeak or whatever.
Let's see.
You can put it in chat if you want. It's technically open code.
So that's what I have for the vector 2 calculation.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
I mean that was the old one.
Let's give that a go and see what happens.
Yeah, but I feel like that's basically the same as what we were doing, right? It shouldn't matter if we do tile size or map scale first. Oh no, right, no, because the order of operations.
Exactly,
it's doing
yes.
tile size times x and then plus x.
See, kids, this is why you need maths.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
That's true. Order of operations is very important. Alright, now
Oh, there's one. There's an enemy.
Hey, really? Okay, I can't see it yet, but I will.
Okay. I also broke the AI. They don't like jumping down anymore. But they do now attempt to jump across gaps, but completely and utterly fail because they forget to move sideways. So they just end up jumping up and down on the spot. But I am getting there.
Like when I would play like this test map, like when I'm on the ground, all the enemies in the entire level would like run towards me. So if I stayed in the same place for too long.
Oh, I used a power. Mistake.
Oh, did it break?
Yeah, because it's still technically.
Oh, using the
network
stuff,
game,
right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Well, at least it works.
Actually, that should have worked.
We got the math right.
Freeze should work, I think.
3?
Freeze.
Oh, freeze. Okay. Well, no, that's the one I tried this morning, and I was like, "Hey, Ezard, code broke."
Whoops. But yeah, okay. Well, that's that. It's a little bit of live debugging there.
I feel like I don't know. Have you ever like watched any of the other game development streams?
I haven't actually. No.
Yeah, some of them are actually kind of interesting, and they do definitely more interesting stuff because they're like using things like Unity.
You sort of
Or
drag and drop everything around.
yeah, it's they do like real like on the spot like changes like that.
And we just fixed stuff to make the demo look nicer.
It's true. I mean, we did a little of that. I sent you some code and you pasted it in,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
it worked.
It's proper cooperation and teamwork, right? I will show. I made some changes to the nav mesh debugger thing,
Oh, cool.
which is so basically the way that stuff moves around the game. There's all the kind of tiles in the game, all the little 16 pixel squares. Each the sort of the bit on top of that is classed as a node, and all the nodes are linked up into where enemies can move, where they can't move, and stuff. I'll show you in a sec.
I know like conceptually how it works.
Well, I was
but don't
explaining
know
for other people, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I never actually even looked at how that stuff works yet. But I think you've sort of explained it to me. Well, I've seen like the actual nav mesh thing, where it actually like links the stuff together. So now enemies can't go down anymore, though.
well, theoretically they can. I just screwed something up somewhere. Okay. I just got to get OBS to do it.
Come on, OBS. I believe in you.
OBS Shinobi. That was bad. This one, I think.
No, I don't see anything yet.
And that should be appearing in a second.
Okay.
It doesn't like me, so the window capture thing, it doesn't like if I change which window it's capturing from, so I have to kind of remove it and add a new one.
I see.
But
Okay,
you can
yeah,
see here that all the circles are all the different nodes that all get linked together. Green lines that you probably can't see.
Where are the green lines?
Green lines are areas that they can walk between.
Oh, yeah.
Blue is fall down and jump up, and red is jump across gaps.
Yes. Oh, so can they jump across? Oh, wait, could they jump across gaps before?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is what I've been working on.
Okay, good. I was gonna say that's something new.
So
that would make things a lot more exciting, especially on the survival map, the old survival map that we had. Because they only like would come up to you if you were on the bottom, but if you were on any of the platforms, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
kind of previously, they'd just sit there on the little platform, maybe take the pot shot at you as you drop past, and then you'd hit the bottom, and they'd all sort of go full zombie horde on you, and there would just be streams of bullets from every side.
People had like some good tactics. Like when I was at TennoCon, like there was this one guy. They was just like camping that one room at the bottom, and then whenever like a horde of them would just drop down, he just press 4 and have avalanche all of them.
Or press 3 and be like, okay, Lanka time.
Yep. Press 3 and Lanka.
Press 3 to win. See, it's usually press 4 to win in Warframe, but it's 3 for us.
Well, 4 is actually pretty good. Like avalanche.
Well, it's an insta kill.
I think we need to increase the range on avalanche.
Oh, we do. I want to make it into kind of like a full screen effect.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. And having like a snow effect or something.
Yeah, like snowballs flying across the screen, and I also really want to get a second Warframe in for multiplayer purposes, because obviously it can get a little bit confusing if everyone's frost. So
don't worry about it. Oh, I think if we get like shaders in, it would, even if we just have like a little outline.
Yeah.
Like a colored outline, just to tell who you are.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing a lot of like Super Smash Brothers. And when they do like when you're in team matches, it's basically it just gives you like a little like glow of your color.
So you have a vague idea where you are in the mayhem.
That'll be good though. Yeah. What framer do we have next?
There's a chunk of Banshee stuff complete.
Banshee stuff, yeah. There's Banshee and then there's Vault. We had a bunch of Vault stuff too.
Vault, we got a couple of things. I kind of want to put Ember in. I think it should be pretty easy to get in.
Oh yeah, I think Ember would be a good fit because I'm just thinking Banshee.
half of Ember is just like throw fire. Although then we'd have to have animations for stuff on fire,
Yeah.
but
It's
Banshee
okay.
we'd need the knockdown animations.
Well, I feel like you'll need the AI too, right, for all of Banshee's powers.
Half
One
of them
thing
would
is
just be redundant. Like, silence, but you're already silent, so.
oh yeah, right. Well, I mean, like silence has like the other effect. Now, like if enemies, I don't know how recently you played Warframe, but they made a change to Banshee a while ago. For silence, is that if people like run into the range of silence, they get like a stun or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not just silent anymore. It works like as like an AOE stun as well.
Okay. But yeah, I think we'd mainly need like just some sort of stun animation or knockdown
Yeah.
animation.
Yep, that's probably true.
Because obviously that'd be her first power, her fourth
That's
power.
true. That's true.
Fourth power,
Are we
it's
gonna
just
have
like.
ragdolls?
No.
Get some ragdolls going for her one.
Oh wow, I don't even know how you do pixelated ragdolls.
Well, I mean, it definitely wouldn't work for an 8-bit game. For a real
Nope.
8-bit game. Ragdolls do not exist in 8-bit universe.
Nope, not even close.
I mean, there are some out there. I forget. My friend showed me a library. It was like a physics based like animation library
For
thing
pixelated games.
For not for pixelated games, but just for 2D.
Oh yeah,
So,
for 2D stuff you'd know.
yeah.
That's
I forget what
fine.
it was called. I forget what it was called, but it was actually really cool.
Like Box 2D or something.
It was
Everything uses Box 2D. Although I did see a new one somewhere, and it was talking about how it's better than Box 2D.
maybe. Well, I mean, Boxy 2D is okay. Oh wait, Ragdoll 2D animations. I don't remember. I'll let you know if I figure out what it's called. But I honestly don't think.
But
that
yeah,
would
we
fit.
can't really use it anyway. So.
It probably won't fit too well in 8-bit Warframe.
Mhm.
Because honestly, like when I'm playing it, like I still really like the look of the game that we have right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could play a little bit better for sure, but it does look really good.
Yeah. One of the things I do need to do, probably not going to happen until the new year, but is get the Android version up to speed.
Oh right. And then I need to work on getting OpenGL support.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that
For desktop.
everyone can have it running at 60 frames a second, which
Yes.
shouldn't really be conditional when it's our level
Oh
of
my-
graphics, but
Yeah. Though, didn't we have like a problem where Lost Sector was taking up like a gig of memory?
oh, it still does.
Sometimes.
So what it is so our game's written in Java, which is kind of a funky language in that it runs on a whole bunch of platforms, and it does that by having intermediary software between our program and the operating system. Usually, say if you write stuff in whatever language, you've got to write it separately for Windows and Mac and Linux, etc., etc. But Java, they kind of do all that stuff for you, and you just write once, deploy everywhere, kind of thing. And it kind of allocates memory itself, and it basically, if it has no reason not to allocate all the memory, it will allocate all the memory. So it goes, well, you might at the rate you're currently using memory, you might potentially need 3 gig at some point. So it's like, well, I'll just reserve that much then. Doesn't mean you're actually using it, but
you might. So we'll hold it for you.
exactly, yeah. I mean, it's like, well, on my desktop, I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM, so it sees that and goes, okay, happy days, we'll use it all. If you've only got 4 gigabytes or something, obviously it won't chew up three of those, but it'll use as much as it feels it can use.
Yep. For sure. But that's Java for you.
Yeah, I think there was also some CPU issues for multiplayer where it was basically I'd have 2 instances of the game open, and each one would be using an entire core or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Are we processing too much, or?
I have no idea what I was doing, but I think I got it. I got it down to like 5% now.
Okay,
So
that sounds a little better. For
yeah, that's
our little game.
exactly. Yeah, I can run to that.
I'd get pretty worried if 8-bit Warframe is taking up as much resources as
We're
regular Warframe.
we're actually mining bitcoins.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It really is, yeah.
Just distribute 8-bit Warframe and start mining bitcoins like that.
I'm sure someone has done something like that, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Some sort of like Trojan software.
No, with like what looks to be legitimate software.
Yeah.
Or what is legitimate software with a slightly shadier.
I mean, it is legitimate. It has a little more than you.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
thought you're getting. So
Please leave the game running overnight.
for optimal performance.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So is there anything else that you want to show, or?
I don't think so. So
Cool.
I guess we'll finish in the usual way by saying if anyone's got any questions, and now is the time, and stuff that we'll be working on.
Yeah.
You go first?
Sure.
I mean,
Stuff
I don't think we've ever actually done what we said we'll do, but
Well, no, I did. I got enemies working.
okay, there
Right.
we go.
I
the
got
one
enemies
and only
working with
time.
procedural stuff. I didn't quite get multiple sizes of rooms for procedural stuff yet.
It's a work in
But,
progress.
yeah.
Well, I think the last time we had a stream, I said that I was trying to get like the Halloween boss in,
Oh, right.
and then did multiplayer instead. So
Because we didn't really quite get anything Halloween in.
no, next year.
Next year, for sure, we'll have an amazing boss fight.
Oh yeah.
You'll be impressed. Oh,
It
I guess
will be
honestly,
incredible.
we gotta get something for TennoCon 2017.
I can't believe we're thinking about that already.
I mean, honestly, that'd be awesome. We got multiplayer working and everything.
Oh yeah.
People playing on the PCs over there. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we can definitely do that. But anyway,
yeah.
for next month. Oh well,
Yeah.
actually, there probably won't be a stream at the end of this month.
No,
I'm
well,
actually-
it's Christmas too, so I don't know. I will probably like save it for the holiday, like take a break.
Yeah, I'm actually in Canada over New Year, so
Wait, where are you?
in Canada, but on the other side of Canada.
Oh,
So I'm in
why? Why do you
British
do that?
Columbia. I'm skiing.
Oh yeah, you ski a lot with your family, don't you?
Well, like once a year. Well, they keep
Once a year.
offering, so I'm not gonna say no, am I?
You should be like, why don't we come to London, Canada instead?
Yeah, well, with all the mountains there.
We have. Well, I mean, no, we don't really have mountains.
There we go.
Anyway, yeah.
So
for
it'll
next
actually.
time,
I guess we might do one in kind of early January. I've got some university exams around that point, so after
okay.
those, I
okay.
wonder when they actually
Cool.
are. I think they're pretty soon in January.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah, the 9th and the 11th. So we might do one kind of mid-January.
mid-January, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, anytime. Anytime's good for me.
You don't have the pressure of university exams anymore, do you?
True, I don't, but like I'm just busy.
You just got work instead.
Well, I have work, but I just do other stuff,
Yeah.
right? That's not programming related. And it's because like I program all day at work, right? And then
Mhm.
when I come home, like basically the only time I have to work on 8-bit Warframe or Lost Sector is maybe Friday
Mhm.
night, and on Saturdays, which are today.
Yep. So
I guess Sundays might be free because it's not summer anymore.
Mhm.
I do more stuff in the summer.
See, I'm the opposite. So, like, I do basically no programming or anything at university anymore. It's just maths and theory and
Yeah, that's all the important stuff, right?
yeah, all the stuff that I'm never ever going to use. But anyway, that's a completely different topic.
You
So I come
might,
home and
who
I'm
knows?
like, you know what? I feel like doing some programming, and 8-bit Warframe is sitting there. So
That's true. That's true. I guess like 8-bit Warframe is like your quota of programming. for the
exactly,
week.
yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's good. That's what we need. We need somebody to actually program stuff in this game. I mean, I'll do it once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll try to do more, especially with this OpenGL stuff. So.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm working on.
There's your
Maybe
next.
next
Well,
time.
you did procedural mapping, so that's a
I
pretty
did- I
pretty
mean,
big
to
chunk.
Yeah, I suppose it still could be better, but I mean,
It's still kind of a little black box of mystery for me anyway. I
Well,
looked
it's
at it and I was like, I'll wait till you.
It's
So you
really
put
not
some
that
documentation in.
complicated. If I actually probably researched more into like procedural algorithms, it probably
Mhm.
would be a lot better. But I didn't really do that. So I think one of my main goals for the procedural stuff is to really like research existing algorithms
hmm
and actually implementing them instead
Yeah.
of just doing my own thing, which sort of works.
Well, to be honest, I think do your own thing is basically the motto of the programming for this
Yeah.
game.
But I mean, it's more like one of the things like where if I want something that works really well, there are things out there that already exist that are
Yep.
tried and
Mhm.
true that But I mean, just I guess I'm just kind of person that if I can do it myself, I will, just because I enjoy trying to figure it
Oh
out.
yeah, I'm exactly the same. That's why
Yeah,
I've done the
and that's why
physics and the
we
rendering
built the
and
entire engine.
everything. Yes. Although with the library, the sort of code library that we're using to add OpenGL support, which basically just means we'll increase rendering performance, which is nice. Also comes with a library or support for a library called OpenAL, which is
Okay.
Open Audio Library, as opposed to OpenGL, which is Open
Okay.
Graphics
So
Library. So I was thinking of
using that as well.
implementing that.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea is a bit
Cool.
more flexibility in how we manage the sound and stuff,
Sure.
and probably is
Oh yeah,
better
it's probably
performance.
better than how we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
at the moment, it's like 25,000 lines of code that I just acquired from the internet.
Oh, just like copy paste.
Exactly, and it works. It works fine, but it's probably not the best way.
Yeah, that's good then. Yeah, so I guess hopefully by next time I'll have some of that OpenGL stuff
Yeah,
done. We'll see. We'll see.
I think it's
I
one
mean,
of those things where once it's working, it'll all just work perfectly. Everything will fall into place and happy days.
And then we can start like putting real features in instead of right. Because I think that's what I want to get to soon. Hopefully, like start getting.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I guess we're still just essentially building infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
There was
we've been
no
doing that
actual,
for,
there
like,
was
the
no
past
addition.
year or a bit.
2 years, 5 years. I don't even know how long we've been doing, but yeah, we've just been building out the engine, I guess,
Mhm.
and all the underlying code. And players have still just been running around and getting shot by the same enemy for the last 2 years.
Right. Well, I don't know. They've gotten a bit of a graphical overhaul, right?
Well, we went from
I mean-
Grenier to Corpus.
That's true. Well, I mean, like remember the original Corpus, like in the first version that I worked on. Like
Yeah.
the look, if you look at maybe you go back to look at the old videos like on Prime Time and stuff, like the enemies definitely look a lot better. The Corpus enemies we have now,
hmm
yeah, the new sprites are definitely.
Yeah, but that that was nothing to do with those two.
Yeah.
Just
Cool. Yeah. But anyways,
images
yeah,
appeared in Dropbox. But yes, that's what we'll be working on.
sounds good.
So,
So, hey, we managed to make the stream go almost an hour.
we literally talked about nothing for an hour. Yeah.
I feel like we gotta do better because I feel like the stream has just been on the screen for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You should start playing Warframe again and just play Warframe while we talk about our own game.
Yep. Well, yeah, we should just get sort of hijack popular streamers' streams and just be like, for today's hour while you're doing your raids or
Yeah.
whatever, you should now talk to us.
Yep, that's true. That's another thing you should do. You should set up auto hosting on the 8-bit Warframe channel.
For who?
Just like the stuff like Warframe official Warframe channel.
Okay,
And
yeah.
maybe like Daniel the Demon, or like I don't know. any of the
Anyone
other
that wishes to promote us gets auto-hosted.
Basically, I just set that up on my personal channel. Actually, I just set up auto hosting for 8-bit Warframe, regular Warframe, and Daniel the Demon.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah,
Cool, so
when we get multiplayer actually working, we'll probably
we'll
see if
actually
we
play
can hijack some big name streamers.
Yep.
Well, big name in the Warframe community anyway,
it. Sure.
and some YouTubers and stuff.
And prime time.
And and just hijack DE themselves.
We'll see.
Yes.
I mean, we've done prime times a couple times already, so
Well, twice I think.
yeah, twice.
And I think going from the first time to the second time, there wasn't a huge improvement.
I don't even remember. No, there was a huge improvement. The first time it was just like a small little level with lockers.
Okay, but the second time,
Right.
was that actually
Second
was that using Devstream engine?
No, it wasn't.
Or was it prior to that?
But it was like enemies working, Corpus. You could shoot them, you could slash them, double jump, things like that.
hmm So yeah, multiplayer and procedural maps and all that good stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. we'll get that done.
2035. That's what we'll be doing.
Release date for Lost Sector.
Yep.
Well, sounds good. So
Due
is
to
that
be
it?
released at the same time as Warframe 2.
No, it's when Warframe comes out of open beta, obviously.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But I
Cool stuff.
believe that is it.
Yeah, right.
So, for those of you who are here, thank you for watching.
And those who are not, you should check us out
Yep,
next time.
your loss. I'll put the video up on YouTube at some point in the next couple of days.
Yep.
If it has actually recorded.
Hopefully it did. I mean, you can save it on Twitch too, right, if you want. So.
Yep.
It'll be there. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Have a good night, people.
Yep. See you around.